Great Shabbos, everyone. So it's Marathon Friday here in Yerushalayim. Beautiful day for the runners. Kol hakavod. So it's this week is Parshas Vaykel Pekudai, Parshas HaChdesh, Shabbos Mevorach in the month of Nisan. And so a quick idea that we talked about this week in our Parsha shir. So the Parsha in the Alter Rebbe the Torah Or, which finishes in Vaykel, and Parshas Pekudai starts already the second book of Maimarim from the Alter Rebbe, the Kutei Torah. So the Maimer, in the Maimarim, discusses the idea of the connection to Shabbos and the Mishkan. That we find that when HaKadosh Baruch Hu spoke to Moshe, he starts off with the Kalim, and then he goes to the vessels, then he goes with the actual building of the Mishkan, the surrounding, the walls, the Yeriyos, and then we reach Shabbos. And when Moshe told it over to Bnei Yisrael, he starts with Shabbos. And the question is really where we draw our energy from and how we focus. Are we drawing our energy that if a person goes out to the world, so we go to the 6 days of the week, and we need koyach, we need strength. And that's the idea of Vaykel Moshe. Moshe gathers the Jewish people. The Jewish people could gather within themselves all the midos from the 10 midos and go out and gather all the things, the sparks in the world. But we need to draw the energy from Shabbos. So Moshe right away tells the Jewish people about Shabbos. But the idea is also that we elevate the world to Shabbos. The idea is we know that on Friday night is what's called Aliyas Ha'olamus, the world's going to elevate, and we take all our efforts, all the sparks, and we bring it up to Shabbos. And then from that Shabbos, we draw energy to go back out again on Motzei Shabbos to go and infuse the energy of Shabbos into the world. So it's a cycle that continues constantly, and that's why when Hashem talks to Moshe Rabbeinu, he finishes off with Shabbos, that the idea is to elevate, take the vessels, take the Mishkan, and elevate it all to Kedusha. And Moshe Rabbeinu says that I know you have to go out to the world, I know it's hard, I know it's challenging, but if you take the energy of Shabbos, you're able to go into the week. Al tira avdi Yaakov, don't be scared. You're going out, your name changes from Yisrael on Shabbos to Yaakov on Sunday. Don't be fearful, you can get it done. But just to bring the whole Parsha together and the whole Sefer Shmos together. So this avodah that a person has, that we have to go out to the world and draw from energy of Shabbos, and then take what we've done throughout the week, and we, like it says, whoever prepares for Shabbos eats on Shabbos, that we take all the sparks and all the energy up to Shabbos, is hard work, and that's what we tell Yaakov al tira avdi Yaakov. But when you look at the whole story of the Parshas of the Sefer Shmos, of the book of Shmos, where the book starts off with the Bnei Yisrael entering Mitzrayim, and it reached such a level of slavery that although the Jewish people want to believe HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and they want to believe Moshe, and God says they're believers, but when the things get even more difficult after Moshe comes, and the Pari adds to the slavery and adds to the difficulty, it says as much as they wanted to, they couldn't listen to Moshe. And a person goes out to the world sometimes, and we have these feelings that things seem so difficult, seem so dark, it's almost impossible to see how we're going to get out of it. And we look through the story of Shmos, eventually we get to Geula, and we get to Yetzias Mitzrayim, and we get to splitting of the Red Sea, receive the Torah, then we have other moments that we fall, the Chet HaEgel. But the end of the book of Shmos ends, that the Shekhinah rests, and Moshe Rabbeinu blesses the Jewish people, and the Shekhinah, the cloud comes down and rests in the Mishkan, and we see the whole story that starts off going into Gullus, and finishes off that we leave and we go to the Midbar and we build the Mishkan and we get our kapara not only for why we went to Gullus, but even a kapara for the Chet HaEgel. This end of the whole Sefer starts at the Kavod Hashem. The Jewish people, they have a Shechanti B'Soichem, God rests amongst them. So when we look at the picture from that perspective, like the story of the Baal Shem Tov, who said that in Sefer Yetzirah there's the time frames are not time frames the way we see it in this world. They're like moments of like 10 years is a single moment. So you look at it from the perspective of the years altogether, the whole Sefer Shmos, we look at a situation sometimes from a broad perspective. So we see the whole story, we see the Kavod Hashem, and we should be Zaycha, that we should see the Kavod Hashem, we should see the God's presence in all our Ma'aseh Yadav, in everything that we do, and until the ultimate Kavod Hashem with the coming of Mashiach B'Karv Mamash. Good Shabbos, everyone, and a good HaChdesh, and the month of Nisan, we should only see miracles. Good Shabbos.